She's still not looking very well, is she?
No, I keep trying to get her to eat something, but it's not that easy. I just have to keep looking after her and hope she picks up.
You're not her owner, though, Paddy.
I know, but she hasn't got anybody else.
You mustn't get too attached to her, though. You must treat her like any other animal you care for.
Not the same, though, is it?
No.
Are you listening to me, Marlon Dingle?
Well, I don't hear anybody else getting a word in edgeways. Do you?
Then look a bit more enthralled then, please. Now, as you can see, I've saved everybody the trouble of deciding what colour flowers to have in their garden by deciding for them. As you can see, there's a real shift in shade as the eye travels from ass to ass. A sort of rainbow ripple running across me map.
Tisha, don't you think a little less time worrying about this and a little more time thinking about where the rent might be coming from will help us out a lot more?
Oh, stop panicking, Marlon. I'll see Grandad at the meeting and he'll understand if we can't pay it.
Which we can't!
Marlon, me head's preoccupied at the moment. Now, there's also a prize for Best Individual Garden. And the only address which is going to win in that category is ours. And here's Al. Right.
I trust we'll be seeing you at this evening's committee meeting, Viv.
Oh, you certainly will. If there's one thing I'd win prizes for, it's knowing how to turn heads.
Very true.
And if this village is to be judged on its appearance, well, who better to offer so many words of wisdom?
A silk purse and a sow's ear springs to mind.
Blooming cheek!
Nice to see a little more back to normal, Mrs. Birch.
And I can do without your platitudes and all.
Have you got much to occupy your mind with at present?
Plenty. For a start, making sure that the likes of those two don't go making our gardens look like the floral offspring of their wardrobes.
I thought Bernice were chairwoman.
Yes, well, we'll see about that.
Have you ever thought? Well, there are dogs that lose their owners too. They're sort of in your situation, but well, have no one to rally round them. Now, I'm not suggesting you could ever replace Batley.
Good. Because I could never love another dog the way I love Batley.
Well, maybe not as much.
Are you deaf? I am not interested in somebody else's leftovers.
Emily, how many more times do I have to tell you? Do not upset the customers.
Right, I'll see you both later.
What, have you seen Katie or her dad at all today?
I've been moving stuff in most of the afternoon.
It's going to be great just to live in a few doors away.
Well, give them a bit of time to themselves, eh?
Well, Katie's dad can't keep blaming us forever. What happened, it's time to move on.
Yeah, well, I agree, but we're neighbours now, so let's not get off on the wrong foot, eh?
I see you really are going ahead with it then.
Patisserie Vivienne, you mean? Any objections?
Is that what you're calling it? This backroom caff?
Ah, you're obviously feeling very threatened.
Why would it bother me? I doubt you'll find people prefer it to the service we've got to offer.
Oh, we'll see. But the country tea room is all the rage with the tourists. Let's face it, a pub is a pub is a pub. Plus, I am thinking of applying for a late licence come the summertime.
What's the point of that?
Well, there's been a gap in the market ever since Chez Marlon closed, and I intend to plug it.
I see. And what am I supposed to do, Viv, when all my customers desert the Woolpack to spend their evenings in Patisserie Vivienne?
Well, I am sorry, but if you can't take a bit of good old-fashioned competition...
I suppose I thought it was the perfect solution. Tootsie had lost her owner, Edna had lost Batley.
What are we going to do now, then?
Can't look after Tootsie forever.
I know. Well, let's just get her on the mend first, and I'll start trying to find her a new home.
Well?
Oh, it's not looking too good, I'm afraid. What are we going to do?
Oh, calm down, Tish. I'm sure we can sort something out.
Well, I don't see how.
Look, I know Marlon would be interested in an offer of an advance.
Marlon turned down an advance from Diane?
No, from me. I'm the bar manager.
Well, he had no right to. He knows how desperate we are. Wait till I see him.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say was, if you'd like to take up the offer, I can let you have some of the cash.
Do you mean it?
Just this once.
Oh, Louise. Mwah. Thank you so much. You're a lifesaver, that's what you are.
Right then.
My word, you really do mean business.
Do I? Well, remember what the councillor said. It's important that I throw myself into things.
I know. I do know, sweetheart. And I agree. How are you feeling now?
Still not too confident, actually. I thought the outfit might help. I know it's not really this season, but I thought the brightness and coordination of the colour scheme would be appropriate considering the aims of the meeting.
What very thematic thinking. Bernice?
It's been ages since I've done anything like this. They'll probably all be looking at me thinking she's got a nerve after what she's done.
Well, so what if they are? There's nobody in this village with a blemish-free past, you know.
I suppose not.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine, and I'll be thinking of you.
I've checked on Gabrielle. She's still asleep.
You never know, she might last the night.
Oh, I doubt it.
Well, look, if she wakes whilst you're out, I'll pop over with her and see how you're getting on.
Will you?
Of course. Go on now. You'll be late.
It's going to be a bit weird, living so close and not being allowed to talk to her.
I'm talking to her.
Not in front of him, you're not.
Why not?
Oh, no.
What?
Hi, Katie. Mr. Addiman.
Andy.
Do you want hand shifting stuff in?
No, thanks. We can manage.
I was just offering to give you an extra pair of hands.
Look, just leave it, Andy.
Haven't you got things you've been getting on with?
Well, I just thought I'd come and see if you wanted any help.
Just because I'm working for your dad now doesn't mean we can forgive and forget. Come on, Katie.
Evening, Viv. Let's go back there. Oh, thank you. Edna.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Worried someone will go spilling the drinks. It'll be fine.
I'm sure it will.
Nice to see you, Alan, if you'd like to go straight through.
I brought a few nibbles with me.
Oh, splendid. Well, feel free to pass them round. Evening, Seth. Betty not with you?
She's watching a documentary about Denmark. There were no shift in her.
No, thank you. What do you think she is? Queen of Sheba?
Yeah, she is a bit overdressed, isn't she?
Here he comes.
Can I get you ladies a drink?
Oh, rum and coke, please, if you got one.
And I'll have an orange juice, thank you.
Did you say the sweet drink's going begging?
Sure is, Seth. We had to get you here somehow, didn't we? Only joking. Beer, is it?
Yes, please.
You know, you've done wonders to this room, Ray.
Thank you.
Of course, it's not to my taste, but then I didn't think it would be. But, you know, it's still a mystery to me why you've let us congregate here.
Well, there weren't any other agreeable options, were there, Edna?
Is the rest of this house similarly transformed up here, for instance?
No, I'm still working on that.
Oh.
Still, it saves you a climb, doesn't it?
Yes, I suppose it does.
That's not the way to go about it, woman. You ask for the lavatory and refuse an escort.
Are you sure you're up for this, Pet? You haven't taken on too much.
Well, I've been thinking the same thing myself today. Still, do me good to have something different to focus on.
But shouldn't you be trying to spend more time with Gabby?
I spend loads of time with her, Mum. Ashley and me are sorting things. Really, we are. And doing things like this is good for me.
Well, if it does get too much, just give us the nod, eh?
Right, well, I think we're all here.
Oh, you haven't started without me, have you?
Oh, my word, is that you under there, Tricia?
Oh, I've just dropped two in a puddle, look.
Oh, dear. Is that all your own handiwork?
Of course. I'll tell you, Bernice, this village won't recognise itself once I'm finished with it. In here, are we?
Please have order. Right. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for attending this evening's Village in Bloom committee meeting. Now, just to remind you what we're all here for.
You're wasting valuable time. We'd not have given up an evening if we didn't know what it was for.
Yes, right. Moving swiftly on. Well, this is a wonderful opportunity for the community to come together, united in its common aim. To jazz up this village and get it looking like something.
Yeah.
We'll be saying goodbye to litter and unsightly weeds and hello to an abundance of beauty. Brought to us courtesy of nature's most colourful gift, the flower. This village will be a beauty to behold. Thank you. Now, I'm going to hand over to Tricia, whose idea it was to enter the competition.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've spent the last few days colouring in some drawings. These drawings are of our village and everyone's gardens therein. I arrived at my conclusion, after great consideration, that the only way to win this blooming competition...
Oh, yes, very good, Tricia, blooming!
The only way to win is via colour coordination. And so, without further ado... Oh!
Hiya. Where's your dad?
He's just come back to the old house to get a few more things.
Good. I mean, right.
Well, I'm really sorry, Andy. But I don't know what to do about it. He just doesn't want us to see each other.
Well, it's a bit unrealistic, isn't it? I mean, we live in the same village, go to the same school.
I know. And he's being protective. You know what parents are like. Look, I'm going to go back in now.
All right, OK. I'll go then. Oh...
OK, you can come in. But you can't stay long till we're back soon.
I just want 5 minutes with you.
Maybe a bit more than that.
And so that concludes my presentation. Any questions?
No? Well, thank you, Tricia. And I think we can all see what enormous amount of effort she's put into her creation.
Yes, and what a thoroughly unsuitable proposal it amounts to.
Yeah. Unsuitable? How?
Well, it's bordering on the psychedelic.
And what's your suggestion then, Edna? Everything in monochrome?
The girl has got no idea, and I am certainly not filling my garden with nothing but reds and pinks.
Well, you have to. You're in the red corner.
And who decided that you are dictating who is in which corner?
Ladies, please. Anyway, I thought red'd suit you. Tip that hat upside down, you got your first plant pot.
How dare you?
I think it's all absolutely splendid.
Yes, well, you would, Alan Turner. You're her grandfather. As if those ridiculous trees weren't warning enough.
What's wrong with my trees? Please.
They will make us a laughing stock.
Well, that's rich, coming from the woman with a dog tomb in her garden. If anything's an eyesore.
My Batless resting place is not an eyesore.
Well, it's barking, that's what it is.
I doubt that very much. The dog's dead.
I am not staying here for my Batless memory to be insulted.
Well, you started it.
That's enough. Now, obviously, different people have different ideas. And a certain amount of individuality is to be welcomed. But we're never going to win this competition unless we all learn to cooperate. Now, can we have a show of hands, please? Who thinks that Tricia's plans would make a suitable guide on which to base our entry? Right, well, I think we're all agreed. And let us not forget that success depends on one of my favourite mottos. Hard work plus team effort equals results.
Well done, Tricia.
So, to the issue of cost. Now, this is where we may have to reconsider some of Tricia's more fanciful ideas.
Bernice, may I say a few words?
Oh, certainly, Ray.
It's been a great meeting, and Tricia's plans sound excellent to me.
The man's got no idea about anything.
So, if nobody's got any objection, I'd like to make a donation to the project. Enough to cover all the work needed.
Are you sure?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And it's a worthy cause.
Well, I don't know what to say, Ray.
Well, I do. What's in it for you?
Well, I thought a plaque with my company's name on it. Maybe in the communal beds in the centre of the village.
Sounds good to me.
I see. Trying to buy your way into the village, are you?
Oh, shut it, Edna.
It is blatant sponsorship. I might have known that self-interest would be your motive.
Take no notice, Ray. It's very good of you.
Well, if Edna's not happy, then maybe we should forget about the whole idea.
Oh, no.
No, Ray. No, it's a wonderful idea. I mean, how else are we going to find the money that we need so quickly and so easily?
Very well. But put this in your minutes. Mrs. Birch was not happy.
Put it in the minutes. It'll be your epitaph, that.
Oh, no. Quick, come on.
Are you in, Katie?
Yeah, just sorting out the kitchen, Dad.
The last of it's in the van. then we can call it a day.
Didn't take us too long, did it?
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Still, we can have a nice evening in front of the telly. Once I've set it up.
Great.
I'm very grateful to you, sweetheart, for all you've done over the past few weeks.
I haven't done anything, Dad.
Things are going to be fine again. I've got a new job. It's going to be a new start for us both.
Oh, you erase, Bernice. Thanks for getting my ideas accepted. You need a strong chairperson when there's a lunatic fringe.
Not interrupting at a crucial juncture, are we?
No, we've just finished.
Hello, sweetheart.
Did it all go swimmingly?
More or less. I'm sure you can guess who caused the most trouble. And Ray has agreed to donate all the money that we need.
Very generous. I dare say it will be in the local paper this time, too.
May I just say how wonderfully you managed the meeting? It reminds me why I asked you to be my bar manager all that time ago.
Oh, thanks, Alan. Well, if I do say so myself, I've always been skilled in matters of leadership.
You did brilliantly, Pet. It's all down to running a pub, you know. It's good training.
Oh, Grandad. There you go.
Thank you, Tricia. I must say I wasn't entirely sure that you were going to pay me on the 1st of the month.
Oh, you know me and Marlon. Punctuality personified.
And congratulations on a first-class presentation. Kew Gardens will have to look to their laurels after this.
And you didn't have much to say for yourself, Seth Armstrong. I know not to count on you when I most need support.
There were naught to say. Trisha's done us proud.
You mark my words. This village will rue the day they let a silly girl run riot with her felt-tip pens.
Well, I must admit, I did find it a bit garish.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Well, hold out the meeting. I'm not the trouble-causing sort.
It's still a positive she did agree with it. Poor lass has been not going through best of times lately.
Diane, I just wanted to say thanks for letting us have an advance on my wages.
I didn't. Oh. Sorry, Tricia. What advance?
Oh, it's just that Louise gave me some money up front. Shouldn't she have?
Oh, that. No, that's fine. It's just a one-off, mind.
Viv! You looking for something?
Sorry, I thought the coats were through there.
No, the coats are still there, where we left them in the hallway.
Yes, me and my disorientation.
She seems a bit more perky.
Yeah, I think a short walk will do her good, just once or twice a day. Oh, blimey, she don't look too pleased.
Shall we try twitching her noses? Maybe I can make her go away.
Can't do it. Oh, evening, Edna.
Where were you two when you were needed? That granddaughter of Alan Turner has got no idea at all.
Mrs. Hope said she'd represent our views.
Yes, well, she was neither use nor ornament. Am I the only person in this village who has any sense of colour coordination?
Well, it's a gift, though, isn't it, Mrs. Birch, having an eye for that sort of thing? It's not something you pick up just like that, is it?
Yes, well, it's a shame that the two of you couldn't have been there to say just that. Whatever's the matter with that dog? Was it so frail?
This is Tootsie. She had a bit of an upsetting time because her owner died and she's not been able to eat properly ever since.
She's grieving.
Well, who's looking after her? I hope she's not locked up in one of those surgery cages.
No, of course she's not. We're keeping her.
Good. Because she's going to be needing love and affection if she's lost the one who cared for her most.
She's getting plenty of that.
She had the audacity to criticise my Butley's resting place. That dog meant the world to me.
I think you and Tootsie have got a lot in common.
Yes. So you look after her.
Come on then. How did you react?
Oh.
What do you, your granddad, when you told him we hadn't got the rent?
Oh, that. Well, the thing is...
Oh, don't tell me you haven't spoken to him, Tricia. How could you?
Hang on a minute. He didn't react, because we have got the money. I paid it in full.
Oh.
Well, what...
Yes?
Louise. Tricia tells me you gave her an advance on her wages.
Yeah, I did.
What?
I'm sorry, Marlon. And you didn't think to clear it with me or Bernice first?
Well, no, should I have? I mean, Bernice did make me the bar manager. I took that to mean I had extra responsibilities.
Yes, but when it comes to doing staff exceptional favours, I'd prefer it if we were to be consulted.
Okay. So, can I ask what you would do in the same situation, Diane? I mean, the girl was desperate. She couldn't pay her rent. It's not like she's temporary staff and you can't trust her.
I suppose. And I dare say I'd have done the same. But just so we know where we stand, Louise, some things, especially those involving money, need discussing with us first. OK?
The meeting went really well. I didn't even mind it when Tricia and Edna started arguing.
I'm sure you knew exactly what to say to them.
Well, actually, it was quite funny. Although Tricia was a little bit mean about Batley. Mind you, I do think Edna has a point about some things. Heaven knows what Tricia's garden's going to end up looking like.
She was telling me she's planning on a water feature.
Oh, you haven't heard the half of it. I dare say there'll be a few garden gnomes moving in and all.
And maybe even a mini maze.
What, for the gnomes? I'm so happy, Ash. Whoever would have thought that we'd end up like this again? Strolling through the village, and with Gabrielle too. Everything's going to be okay from now on, isn't it?